Hello, this is Clay from Popel's Backyard Farm, and I want to show you a little update on the bucket system. Now, what I did is I've talked in the past about if you don't like the way your garden's set, you rearrange it. And with this bucket system, you can. With a regular garden, where you plant it, you're stuck with it. Alright, I've been having problems with maybe a little bit of sunburn on the peppers, and so what I did is I took and put one in between each one of the tomatoes, noting which tomatoes were which. These are the beefsteaks. I want to show you what I did with these. These have got the Bato clips. If you can see the Bato clips right here, and these are what Bato clips are. They're like little rings that you snap together to make a ringlet like that. Now these tomatoes, after 1 month, were so big. As you can see, this stem, I've got a bottle clip around the stem, and I've got a bottle clip connecting this bottle clip to this piece of conduit, because I couldn't go around the conduit and the stem. They were just that thick. So I could have tied it with string or whatever, but the bottle clips are so much easier, and you can get those online at eBay or any other place, and they work great. But that just shows you how 1 month's growth, and it's because I've been pulling if you see this, see how it comes to a Y here? Right out of this Y will be a sucker. You want to make sure you pull those suckers out of there, because what they do is they zap all the strength out of your tomato plant. And as you can see, since I've been pulling these, you can see we've got a lot of vigor, and they're stronger. We have blossoms. Look at the blossoms. They're all ready to start putting out tomatoes. Like I said, they've only been in a month. And I want to show you something else about this watering system. This trough system, these zucchini, you can see the zucchini. We have got zucchini here, and we've got zucchini here. See this zucchini here? This has only been 1 month. And I want to show you something else. I don't know if you can see it or not. Hopefully you can. In the bottom of the trough is the root systems coming out of the bottom of the bucket into the trough. So these zucchini are getting all the water that they could possibly want. Look at the size of these leaves. They're bigger than my hand. I can put my hand in there. The leaf is still bigger than my hand. It's simply amazing. We're going to try a few watermelon this way. Watermelon need lots of water, and if they grow as good as these zucchini and these tomatoes, just look at the stalks on these tomatoes. They're as big as my finger, and they're only a month old. Imagine what they're going to be 4th of July or come August. I hope that everything works out great, because as you can see, we've got blossoms all over the place. And then some of the tomatoes out back, we've already got little tomatoes on, the cherry tomatoes. This is just a sampling of what this bucket system can do for you. Now I've put tomatoes in the ground before, and I was not pleased. These are my early girls. I've never had stalks on the early girls this big. This is amazing. I usually get little spindly stalks with 4 or 5 tomatoes on them, and they get about 3 foot high. These things are already 1.5 foot. And like I said, I can move my garden around. My peppers were starting to get a little yellow. My cucumbers, a couple of the buckets of cucumbers are starting to get a little sunburnt. So what I did is I put them in between the tomatoes and let the tomatoes shade them off a little bit. And we'll see how that works. But if it's too much, I can always move the cucumbers out back with more shade from the other plants. So this is Clay from Popel's Backyard Farm, just showing you what's going on with my garden, and hopefully you can have it happen with your garden too.